Hello everyone. I am Atsushimori, Professor of Department of Environmental Bioscience. We will now begin the special lecture. Would you mind read this slide? This special lecture will consist of three chapters. First, I will explain the structure of Japanese agricultural policies and their respective objectives. Next, I will explain the roles and effects of agricultural infrastructure improvement and rural development. The word projects projects include only irrigation, drainage, land consolidation, etc. in this lecture. Uh, those are the agricultural infrastructure improvement and rural development. Please be careful attention at this point. Finally, the main objective of this special lecture, the relationship between projects and rural environment will be explained. The purpose of today's special lecture is to consider the relationship between development project and rural environment. Chapter 1: Structure of Japanese agricultural policies and their respective objectives. Generally speaking, the purpose of the law is a flip side or other side of the problem to be solved. The former Basic Agriculture Act was enacted to improve agricultural production and farmers' life, and the former act, activated from 1962 to 1998, finally failed to keep up international socio-economic changes and dietary changes due to rising incomes of Japanese people. Before explaining the current basic law on food, agriculture, and rural areas, I will explain the changes facing Japanese agriculture. Structural programs in Japanese agriculture is as follows. Few large plains that is not suitable to run extensive farming. Related to this, small scale of farm operation, including each farmland site, reduced by half of rice consumption in accordance with changes in dietary habits, declining and aging agricultural workforce, increased imports of cheap foreign agricultural products, and increasing in abundant farmland. The former Basic Agriculture Act couldn't solve these problems because the act focused on only agriculture, especially on rice. The most important task to Japan's agriculture policy is to maintain and improve food self-sufficiency. It is impossible for Japan to be completely food self-sufficiency in food. In order to provide a stable supply of food to the people, food self-sufficiency ratio must be improved. Stabilize food imports and secure food reserve. These 3 points are very important. Would you mind read this article? You just read and complex. This is purpose of basic act on food, agriculture, and rural areas. It is too long and complex. The law is structured by four basic principles. The current act was acted to solve a variety of problems in not only Japanese agriculture, rural areas, but also including perspectives on people's lives and environmental preservations. A. Securing of a stable food supply. B. Fulfillment of multiple functions. C. Suitable development of agriculture. D. Development of rural areas. Relationship among the four principles are as in this figure. How to develop agricultural sustainability is at the center of the principles. Various policies based on these targets are doing to improving food self-sufficiency, which is the largest policy problems. At the end of chapter, we will discuss multiple function. This is the description of multiple function in the basic law. Significant percentage of you may be hearing this term for the first time. Almost people may not know this word, I think. Needless to say, farming is an economic activity. Farmers grow crops, harvest them, and in many cases convert them into cash. However, agriculture has other functions besides economic activity. This is the multiple function. Let us take the paddy field as an example. Paddy rice is cultivated in rice paddies with a levee storing water. The depth of the stored water is this depth of water. is lower than the height of the levee. Height of the levee. Height of the levee is higher than the depth of the irrigation water. Therefore, even during to some extent rains that may cause flood, water can be stored in paddy field using this space. Paddy fields are like dams preventing from flood. There are other multiple functions in rural area. My investigating theme is preservation of biodiversity in aquatic area, for example, drainage or pond. Like this, land space, landslide prevention, landslide prevention, and flood prevention, landscape preservation, landscape preservation, groundwater supply, and preservation of biodiversity. Now, this is the end of the chapter 1. Chapter 2 will be up in a few days. Thank you for studying with me.